I need anybody that cares about people, that cares about the well-being of people, that has a idea of what it means to pay for a service and to get that service in return when you spend your hard-earned money. If you ever have been slighted, if you ever have been taken advantage of by an entity or organization or a business, I need you to please share this about these two particular companies. Like, I want them buried. Alliance Vanlines in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Unique Vanlines in Miami, Florida, and Columbus, Ohio. Alliance Vanlines is a moving broker. They're a transportation broker. So if you're moving from one state to another, or if you need your goods or household items moved, this is the company that will get that process started for you. And they contract Unique Vanlines. And listen to me. If you ain't ever listened to nothing else in your life when it comes to anything dealing with moving your items and transportation, listen to me from my experience. Run from these two companies. They have, I paid, my family, we paid $1,400 to have our items moved from Dayton, Ohio to California. And we get our stuff, and our brand new 65-inch flat screen TV that we never even turned on in Ohio. We bought it from Walmart and we're just waiting to get a TV stand for it or move. It is destroyed. It does not work. It look like the screen has been cracked, and that's even with me bubble wrapping it and having all the precautions taken. They went through our boxes. This is Unique Vanlines. They went through our boxes. They opened our boxes. I had the boxes specifically taped. Our stuff was pre-packaged. They didn't need to touch nothing. When I talked to Janice Weathers, she works for Alliance Vanlines. When I talked to her, she even tell me that our stuff was going to a storage facility. She told me that there was a driver coming from Columbus and was making his way to California. Like, listen, I think the reason why I'm so burnt, like, I'm so salty, because I just feel stupid. Because it was like a rush job, and I didn't really, I normally, when it comes to stuff like this, man, I take my time and I research, and I don't go with what's just the cheapest route or what seems, I check out reviews, and I base it 70-30, 80-20. And it was during my birthday. Like, I didn't get to enjoy my birthday because we had a flight we had to catch to California on the 18th. So it seemed ideal because this company was like, we can pull up on the 17th. And I went on there and did it. And it was the worst thing ever, because it's intruded on my quality of life, because I basically just paid a company and they stole from me. Alliance Vanlines and Unique Vanlines, they stole from me. They stole all my Jordans, my Nikes. They stole my Nike duffel bag that was full of stuff. They stole my designer Guess bag. Some personal sentiment items. They stole it. They ravaged through our stuff. Our stuff came back stained and damaged. The boxes looked like they were just poorly mishandled. And I'm sharing this because this company is trash. They A1 garbage. Like, they don't deserve to ever take another taxpayer's dollar again. Like, what they deserve is to be on the street. They deserve to be out of business. They deserve to be closed down. They deserve to be fined, because they have no sense of integrity. They have no sense of morale. They are cold, corrupt, crooked, wicked, evil is what they are. And I'm sharing this because I don't want nobody else to get burnt by a Satan of a company. Alliance Vanlines. Google them. They're in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Unique Vanlines. They are out of Miami, Florida. They have a warehouse and they have a hub in Columbus, Ohio. And if you look up their reviews on any site, the Better Business Bureau, Yelp, Google, it don't matter. You look up their reviews, they're in debt in reviews. What I mean is like they don't even have 1 stars. They're like when it's cold outside and it's below 0, they are negative. They have a negative rating. Everything you see is just the same thing. My stuff was stolen, damaged, or I didn't get it. And then because of their contracts and their agreements, they're only going to cover your items by 60 cents per pound. So you can have a pair of limited edition Jordans that ran you $400-500, and if those Jordans in that box only weigh like less than a pound, they're gonna pay you like 60 cents, bruh. No cap, man. They corrupt. So I'm sharing this because this has changed my whole mindset and attitude on things, like where I'm a Christian and I'm a believer, man, and I love Jesus and I love people and I love wanting to do the right thing. But this makes me grow weary in well doing. Like it actually makes me want to be on some before I got saved. Like I want to catch a flight to Miami and just pull up and end up on the news because I ain't even gonna say, but I'm just trying to forewarn people, man. Stay away from Alliance Van Lines. Stay away from Unique Van Lines. Please share this. Comment. Go look them up. This place is horrible. So, yes, I'm just salty, bro. Like, and I'm not really, it's not because of the material. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this stuff is replaceable, but it's, man, you pay over $1,400 to have people just poorly handle, and then they customer service, they don't have the proper protocols. There's nobody you can talk to. So now I got to go through a civil suit. I'm suing them. I'm gonna sue them for everything that I can. I'm gonna bury them. It's one of those things where I feel like I'm gonna make it my life's pursuit to be an advocate to destroy Alliance Van Lines and Unique Van Lines. So do me a solid, share this, look them up. Do not ever do business with Alliance Van Lines out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Do not ever do business with Unique Van Lines out of Miami, Florida. This is the worst company on the face of the planet. These two are the worst. And the reason why Alliance Van Lines is A1 garbage is because they contract this corrupt moving company. Like when you see these people pull up, they look like they homeless. Man, I'm telling you. And I got a pretty solid record of not just getting burnt with the obvious, but I had no time to look at reviews. All I could do was go off of Janice Weathers. Janice Weathers is a customer service rep with Alliance Van Lines. All I could do was go off of her word and what she said. And Gabriella is one of the email contacts with Unique Van Lines, and they got a freaking Gmail domain extension. Like, what kind of company has a Gmail still and you in business? So check out they DOT. They DOT record is garbage. They Better Business rating is trash. I did the whole 10. Better Business Bureau. I filed a complaint with the Secretary of State of Florida. I filed a complaint with the DOT, with the Department of Transportation. Like, I'm coming for them with everything. And yup, I probably won't get my stuff back. I probably won't never get the money for it. But man, they gonna hear me. They gonna know, because I'm gonna make sure that they get buried alive. Don't ever do business with Unique Van Lines or Alliance Van Lines, man. Y'all be blessed.